63 years of independence, 63 years of promises, 63 years of patience. It's time for governance now. Governance now. Let's make it work.
Having been in government for so long, I do know how many opportunities I had from the private sector to be corrupted. So therefore, many of us may be a part of the problem. So rather than stating the problem, I thought I would give you some nuggets of what I think are the possible solutions and what we can do. Of course, not eliminate corruption, as Mr. Vittal said. Then we may be thinking like donkeys. But what can we do to reduce the corruption? Here are my 6 C's which I thought of. 6 C's. C means Charlie, 6 Charlies. First C is if we wish to reduce corruption, and I would love to go by what Mr. Karthikeyan said, as Mahatma Gandhi said, that till we are a critical mass who think for others, the corruption in this country or any country will grow, or in any society will grow. Where there's a critical mass of selfish aggrandizement, corruption cannot fall. So here are my 6 C's which are offered as a strategy or as a thought. Number 1, the first C is competence. C for competence. If the leadership, now that begins with the leadership, where the leadership will be competent, honesty will prevail to an extent. Where the leadership will be incompetent, dishonesty will prevail. And that's, if you look across, I have other points where you've had a competent person but also fell short of integrity. We'll come to that. But by and large, if you notice, professional competency or personal competency reduces corruption straight away in any organization, be it the private sector or the government sector. So my first suggestion is C for competency. Second is C for connectedness. Anybody, any organizational leader, or those who are integral part of governance, if they stay connected with if they feel connected with their organization, even if they're shareholders, now you will again have the ifs and buts, but I'm talking of the larger connectedness. If there's a connectedness or alignment or a relationship with the organization, the integrity level will be comparatively higher. So second level was connectedness, which means a larger sense of community. Exactly what Gandhiji said, that those of us who feel that's being connected, that's exactly substantiating what Mr. Karthikeyan said. That moment you start feel that you're a trustee of the organization or trustee of this wealth, as Gandhiji said, you are a trustee. It's not your private wealth. It's a trust. It's a people's wealth of which you've been given the trust. This is governance or service which we've been given to you as Chief Vigilance Officer. Here you are for 3 years to deliver integrity in this country. We trust you to do that. Now that is called the being connected, or a sense of community, where he feels that he's responsible for the nation to deliver integrity. So second C is being connected. Third, my friends, I think is the most vital, is courage. Even where you have competence, I don't know whether competence can be with courage or without courage. Sometimes we are competent, but I think we're not courageous. So the third C, to my mind, is to be fearless, is to be courageous. If we are developing a nation, if you're developing a youth, if you're developing a cadre of competence, connectedness, but is afraid to speak up, also what Mr. Karthikeyan said, is afraid to speak up, there's a conspiracy of silence, you are going to be encouraging encouraging dishonesty. Honesty is not only financial. Honesty is also of intention. Honesty is also of things other than money. Honesty even to the way you serve your time, the way you deliver in time, the way you use your privileges. So friends, courage is very, very vital. How do we be courageous? Are parents training the next generation to be courageous? Or are we as parents training our youth to say, tum kaam chalao, apni zindagi ko dekho, tumko apni zindagi banani hai. So I think, remember my friends, the third point which, if we encourage a generation which is hesitant, which is afraid to speak up, we will encourage dishonesty. If we have to reduce corruption over a period, or you want your next generation to be standing up and to be fighting corruption or going for better governance, because better honesty means better governance, is courage. Next point is the concept of the fourth C is cosmology. How do we spread this word of cosmology? The cosmology basically stands for, it's a spiritual concept, is there's been world before me, there's a world after me. There's a world before, मेरे आने से पहले भी जिंदगी थी, मेरे जाने के बाद भी जिंदगी है, और मुझे नहीं मालूम मैं कब चला जाऊंगा या चली जाऊंगी. तो कितना इकट्ठा करोगे? कितना चाहिए? How much do you want? And in the end, look at the departed situations. What have they taken along? Only goodwill. What have they left behind is goodwill. They could not take. They've taken along only probably the good deeds. If we spread this word and we start believing this at the younger generation level or at the work level, is the factor of cosmology, will make us think before how much do I need. Next point of C is care and compassion. Any leader, competent leader, fearless leader, a leader who thinks in terms of cosmology will have compassion, will have sense of care. And any leader who has sense of care and compassion will deal with the person before them with respect, and will not extort, will not be a pickpocketer, will not exploit. And that is how you will see a fall in corruption. So care and compassion, which means that if we can sensitize people in training levels, continue to sensitize, not train on IQ level, train at the EQ level, train at the SQ level. I think that is how you will be able to reduce corruption over a period, or reduce it to an extent. It will not continue to go out through the roof, but person who has care and compassion will be comparatively less dishonest than somebody who's ruthless and who does not care and has no compassion. That's a proven fact. So the next C which I have in mind for you is care and compassion. And the last and not the least is commitment. C for commitment. Any person who has a commitment to a cause, commitment to his organization. Of course, it's also talking about connectedness. It's linked with connectedness. But there's a difference. Commitment takes you to a different level. Commitment to where am I? What am I here for? So friends, it's commitment. Commitment from taking to giving. There are umpteen examples. You can substantiate it yourself. But all our lives, those of us who believed in the power of giving were committed to what we were standing for, which commitment actually takes you to a spiritual uplift. So what I'm actually giving you is a spiritual definition, a spiritual strategy. Which spiritual does not mean only ringing bells or reading a book. I'm looking at the humanism, the humanity, the human kindness of eliminating corruption. So we're talking about sense of belonging. It's very beautifully said that the world is globalized in most of the things. It's globalized materially, but it's not globalized by wisdom. What it hasn't globalized is that we don't take each other's wisdom. We don't try and learn each other's cultural wisdom. I think if we move towards more of globalization of wisdom as well, not just knowledge, wisdom, I think that too will be helping us in controlling corruption. And since media is only highlighting corruption, which is a fact, which is a reality, there's enough of it today. But to keep the society's balance alive and to keep hope alive, I would think that wherever we have a story of corruption, wherever we have a story of violence, wherever we have a story of malgovernance, media spares some time for wherever we have a story of honesty, wherever we have a story of positive thinking, wherever we have a story of innovation, it will continue to balance society at the moment. I think we've gone for a very strong imbalance, and it is not that there aren't stories of integrity. There are stories of courage, there are stories of hope, and there are stories of commitment, and all the C's I talked about. I thought this is how I could share as a conclusion. I do not know if you talked about this earlier. I'm sorry if I repeated anything, but I thought these were the thinking strategies I had in mind as a parting shot. Thank you very much.